Welcome to the Movie Matchmaker podcast. I'm your host and movie matchmaker, Jalen Williams. And sitting across from me is the Bulma to my Vegeta. It's Jackie.
I wish I knew that reference.
It's not a very deep cut, but it's a Dragon Ball Z reference. And I did that because we'll be talking about animated. Would you call it anime? I guess.
Maybe.
Did you pick that that theme because I'm Asian? Or
What? No. We'll get to that. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my next guest on the pod has been a friend of mine since I was once a barista. She's a talented singer, nail artist, and put me on to Over Easy Eggs on burgers and Over Easy Eggs in general. It's my good friend, Nikki.
That?
Yes,
oh,
she did.
hi. Did I really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I remember when, I think we were like at a Denny's or something, and I was like, I'm not eating that. And then you were like, you should try it, And I was like, okay. I was like, this is delicious.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Thank
the
you
best.
for putting them on.
The best way to have eggs. Actually, now I'm really like, I'm a poached egg girly.
Oh.
Nobody wants to fucking poach an egg.
I don't even know how to poach.
Ooh,
Well,
can I get
I know
obsessed?
how to
Yes.
poach an egg. I just don't poach it.
It's hard.
It's very hard.
I mean, it's not. I guess it's not hard. It's just like I gotta get the water out. I gotta boil it. You gotta spin the water, and you gotta like tap the egg dry afterwards. It's just a lot of.
There should be a machine that poaches eggs. Is there an egg poaching machine?
Honestly,
egg poaching machine.
I was talking to my boyfriend about this, and I was like, I don't know if this is like an unnecessary appliance, like one of those extra things that somebody has in their kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, okay, nobody steal this idea. Just
It's
Alert.
between you, me, and my 6 listeners.
okay. Well, you 6 listeners, don't steal this idea. It's like a cylindrical thing that has like a little basket that you put in it. You can fill it with water, and then it like spins the water. And so once the egg is poached, all you have to do is like pull that thing out.
Patent pending.
It's
Yeah.
That'd be
it
sick.
sounds like it makes the whole thing very, and like, you know how electric kettles get the water hot really, really fast?
Mm-hmm.
Same concept, except it also has a spinny thing.
I'm going to need you to hit up the patent office and put something down on
I
it.
was talking to him about it. I was like, how does one go about inventing something? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Asking for a friend.
Right.
All right.
Well, don't you steal it either. Well, Nikki, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
It's been quite a long time
It's
since
been
we've
so
been in the
long.
same room.
I know. Like,
I'm saying 7 years.
probably.
Yeah, something like that. This is really just me getting back to all my friends, to be honest. Like, I feel like I haven't seen a few people in a long time. I'm like, all right, just come on my pod. And I'm like, okay. And then, I get to see everybody after a while. So
Yeah.
it's like a little reunion for me.
I've only been back in Vegas for like 5.5 years or something, 6 years maybe.
Well, where'd you go?
I was living
Where'd you go?
I was living in New Orleans.
Nolans?
Yeah, I was there for like 3 years.
What? Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I didn't have any idea, I guess. Wait, when did you come back? What year?
In like 2019, I guess, right before COVID.
Oh,
Yeah.
bad timing, I guess.
Yeah. It's a
Um,
bummer.
wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know you moved to New Orleans at all. I'm sure you had a.
Did you know that I moved to Abu Dhabi?
No.
Oh my God. I moved to Abu Dhabi when I was 21. Jalen.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Something's wrong with this math.
So I moved to New Orleans,
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Abu Dhabi when I was 21, and I was there for like 3.5 years. And then I moved back to Vegas for like a year or year and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved to New Orleans, and I was there for about 3 years, maybe a little bit less.
Jesus, you're globetrotting.
Yeah.
How was that? How was Abu Dhabi?
It was okay.
Yeah. I hear so many good things. You're just like, not my cup of tea.
No, it was really hot
Yeah.
and really humid. So it's like
Oh
100,
no.
110, 115 degrees, 90% humidity.
Oh no.
It was awful.
I figured it was more like a dry heat, but
No, it's on the coast.
oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
It's very, very dusty also.
Yeah.
And since it's humid, all of the dust kind of like sticks in the air. It looks like fog. The first time I saw it, I thought it was fog, and my friends were like, no, that's sand.
That reminds like that was like 2 weeks ago when there was like those fires in California and the
Yeah.
air out here just didn't taste the same.
Taste the same.
I was like breathing. And I was like, it smells like firewood everywhere. I just like I'm getting unhealthy from that.
My sister was like, "Did you not smell the smoke?" And I was like, "I thought somebody was barbecuing."
It smells like mesquite.
Exactly.
Like 6 a.m, but whatever,
Yeah,
do your thing.
It's fine.
All right. So here's what's gonna be the agenda for today. We're gonna start off with with a game, and then we're gonna dive into the movies with our new format. So the new format is basically a movie exchange, if you will. Maybe that's what I'll call it. The movie exchange. That sounds like a great name for the pod, to be honest.
It's on the recording.
Yeah, I'll think about it. But yeah, so she technically gave me a movie. I technically gave her a movie, even though it's a movie that I already had in my head. And we'll discuss them, and we'll discuss them after this game. So basically, all of the games I play are a version of Guess the Movie.
Okay.
Were you able to grab 2 posters?
Yes.
Okay. Pull up the first poster.
Okay.
Then
I'm gonna put this on airplane mode
yes.
because I don't really know how things work anymore if the technology has changed, but
Oh, you think you're gonna hear that?
Yeah. Yeah. Or like some feedback or something.
Man, I'm so old. I can't believe I know that noise.
Okay.
All right, give me. Okay, now describe the poster to me, and I'm gonna try to guess it
Okay.
in however many seconds, I guess.
Okay. I don't have to give you any kind of context or anything.
No.
Okay. So the whole poster is dark. It's got a black background.
Mm-hmm.
The cast is on the front. The main cast is on the front, and there's a lot of glowy things, like glow sticks and things like that.
What?
So it's like there are sources of light, it's like they're in the dark.
Oh.
And they've got like glow sticks and like lights.
Is this a scary movie?
Yes, like a horror thriller, I guess.
And they're neon lights?
Yes, like think the glow sticks that you can like wrap around your neck. And
but they like crack them and then like hold them up to.
Nobody's holding anything. They're all wearing them.
Oh, what color is it?
So all of the colors in this poster are like those neon colors from the glow sticks. Everyone is also wearing like bright pink, bright green, orange, blue. They're all very like neon-y colors.
Interesting. How many people are in the cast or like on the poster?
On the poster?
Yeah.
7.
7? Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Is this movie came out recently, I'm assuming?
Yes. Recently as in, I don't know exactly when, but it definitely came out in the last 5 years.
Oh.
They're also holding lights.
Flashlights?
Yes. One of them is holding a flashlight. The other ones are holding lights from their phones. Somebody's wearing a headlamp.
A headlamp?
Yeah, so it's dark.
Is this like are they going spelunking?
No spelunking. There's also a blade. In here. Yeah, I'm just noticing it. There's a very long blade. Someone in the background is holding it, so you can't see like the handle or anything. It's sticking straight up.
Is this a part of like a big franchise, a horror franchise?
No franchise.
Dang. I don't know. I want to say Nerve, but like Nerve is not even close to a horror movie.
They're all young people, if that helps.
Is this that does that have Pete Davidson in it?
Yes.
Dude, I know what this is. This is that it's called like Bodies.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep.
Give me a round of applause.
Wow.
Let's go.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
And you just got it?
Yeah, I know that.
Nice.
I kind of got a memory. I kind of
Okay.
something. Do you want? That's pretty sick. But I do actually want to see that movie. That was an A24 movie. Is it really good?
Yes. Remember how we were talking the other day about like
horror movies?
Yeah, and like how I've been surprised by some recently.
Mm-hmm.
That one was very unexpectedly good. For
Really?
me. Yeah. But that's the kind of scary movie that I like to watch. that like doesn't take itself too seriously. And holy shit, the twist! Like I haven't gotten like surprised by a twist at an end in so long. Like there was no inkling for me that was gonna happen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have to add it to our list, babe.
You gotta watch it. It's so good.
We can put it on our. We're doing like a October scary movie watch
Hell
thing.
yeah. It's one of those movies that's like very self-aware that it's like corny sometimes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, same. Like
Okay.
I like kind of like meta-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Bring out the next one. Just
Okay.
one more,
Okay.
and then we'll.
This one's
we'll
gonna
move
be a
on.
little simpler. So it's yellow.
Little Miss Sunshine.
No.
Dang.
It's yellow and the character on the front is wearing a purple suit. And
Wonka.
no.
A purple suit.
Purple suit, red tie. He's on the phone.
Oh, Joker.
No.
He's on the phone. Wearing.
Yes.
He's on the phone. So the background's yellow. He's
Yeah.
on a cell phone.
Yes. On a cell phone. He's also got a white like bandage thing, I guess, on his head. And there's very obviously a head wound.
Oh, this is Sorry to Bother You.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right.
Oh, wait, I think I love this movie.
That's the Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah,
That movie.
What?
Oh my goodness. So many cheers.
Weird as hell.
That movie was weird
Weird.
as
And just got
fuck.
weirder and weirder.
Yes,
and
and
weirder.
like I think the reason why I liked it so much is I think I went into it like with no context. I just
Same.
watched it because I like
Same.
Lakeith.
Me
Yeah.
too.
So I just started watching it, and then the first weird thing that happened, I was like, wait, what the fuck is this movie about again?
What was it like? Horsemen? At the end?
Yes.
It was like, man,
Yes.
like what the fuck was I don't think I ever want to watch that movie again. Not even like because I know that there's nothing for me to understand. I guess you know, like I'm just like, what did I just watch? I was like expecting something and just like, okay, never mind.
It really caught me off guard. My boyfriend hasn't seen it, and I was like looking for the posters earlier, and I was like, we should watch that.
Yeah, you gotta make him watch it
Just
now.
watch it because it's
He's
fucking
gonna be
weird.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Mhm.
fucking weird.
Didn't this girl turn into a horse or something, or did he turn into a horse?
He turned into a horse. Spoiler alert.
It's been out long enough.
Honestly, at this point.
Yeah, if you're mad, don't listen, I guess. All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. I'm surprised that you got. I have a bad memory though, so I wouldn't know anything.
I live stream like I've been live streaming like twice a day, or maybe like around twice or three times a week for like a month and a half, and I've been doing like movie guessing games. So
Okay.
it's got me in the mode.
Right.
So I'm like a well-oiled machine.
Okay.
A T100, if you will. Okay, well, let's get to our first movie. Let's start with your favorite movie, or one of your favorite movies, I should say,
Yeah.
Spirited Away.
I will say I haven't rewatched that movie in a really long time. I know that it like has a special place in my heart because I loved it as a kid. I have
Mm-hmm.
I have a tattoo of it. Like
Where?
This one. That's the dragon.
Oh my God, it's Haku.
Yeah. I haven't gotten him colored
Wow.
in or anything, but
That's really sick.
yeah.
That is sick.
Yeah.
Wow. First of all, I really enjoyed this movie.
Okay, cool.
So
I'm
much.
so glad. I'm so glad you like. Because my boyfriend was like, "What if he hates it?" I was like, "There's no way. He can't."
Man, something about I watched both of them yesterday because I just came back from a trip, but I was watching Spirited Away and I was like glued to it the entire time.
Hell
like
yeah.
Chichiro?
Chihiro.
Why do I go? Why would I add a C at the end? But Chihiro, man, such a brave little girl.
She's a badass.
Man, I was
Yeah.
so impressed, and like when she was afraid, I was like, this poor little girl.
Yeah.
Her fat ass parents are trying to chow down. Like you're literally about to be at the house, and they're like, "Oh, I think I smell bacon. Let
Yeah.
me."
Yeah.
They're like, "No, we'll pay later" and stuff like that. And it also like I think played or resonated with me at the beginning just because it was like a like I've always had a fear of being lost, but like being lost as a child is like
Yeah.
a completely different thing, and like
Yeah.
just seeing that fear on her face, I'm just like, no, this poor girl. Okay, but yeah, Spirited Away was released in 2001, directed by I believe it's Miyazaki.
Mm-hmm.
Miyazaki directed it. It's a part of the Studio Ghibli production team. And if you haven't seen this movie, you're living under a rock, which I hadn't seen. So I bet I was living under a rock. But I'm so glad I got to watch it because we recently went to go see The Boy and the Heron, which is another Studio Ghibli movie. And
In the theaters?
yeah,
Oh,
and
nice.
it was like it wasn't like this. This
Yeah.
one was good.
The old ones are really good.
Yeah, it's
And
really
they do
fun.
the like Ghibli Fest every year.
They do. We see that
Yeah.
every time when we're at the theater. We're like, we'll go, and then we just never do it.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I always forget because it's like 3 days or something for one movie, and
Yeah.
I never like set a reminder, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to own them all, I guess.
Yeah.
So when did you first see Spirited Away?
I don't even know. Probably when did it come out?
2001.
So how old was I? 93. So I was like
Wait, are you younger than me? What year were you born?
93.
What the fuck? I don't know anything anymore. Okay, no.
When were you born?
92. Not that long ago.
I thought so.
I thought you were older than me, but
no.
you know, maybe it's
January
just so
11th,
mature.
1993.
Wow.
Yeah. So I probably watched it like when it came out.
Wow. Okay. So what do you think? What makes this one of your favorite, or is it your favorite movie? Would
Not
you say?
my favorite. I would say it's one of my favorites. I don't know if I could pick a favorite anything. Like favorite movie, favorite song, favorite artist. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
I can't do that. But it's definitely one of my favorites. I think like as a kid, it's weird because I didn't start having like a difficult relationship with my parents until I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
But any movie that had anything to do with like arguing with your parents or whatever, and then having like a soul searching
Yeah.
journey, and then coming back and like having a new appreciation for them.
Right.
That's why Little Mermaid was my favorite Disney movie growing up.
I still haven't. I've never seen the cartoon.
What?
Not fully, at least.
Oh,
Well, you saw the new one.
Yeah. I mean, does that count?
I haven't seen any of the live action Disney movies.
Oh, really?
It was okay.
Yeah, none of them.
The live action was okay. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, it was okay.
I think I
It's not
probably would
the
have
original.
liked it better as a cartoon, maybe. But
Right.
it was alright. It was alright.
I heard good things.
But no, sorry. Continue with the with your little Mermaid analogy.
Yeah, that I don't know what exactly resonated with me, but I've seen most of the Studio Ghibli movies by Miyazaki, and that one has always been one of my favorites.
It's really good. Kind of frightening in a lot of
Well,
ways.
I think that's also probably why I liked it a little bit, because it's a little spooky. in
It's
some
very spooky.
places.
I mean, even The Boy and the Heron had like a little bit of spookiness to it, like with that crane.
I think they all kind of do, like a little.
The way it's
Little
drawn
hint.
is just like so unsettling. Like the what's her name? Waba or something.
Oh, the grandma.
Yeah, the grandma.
Yeah.
She like how wrinkly and big
Yeah.
her face is just like. It reminds me of like Cinderella, almost not Cinderella, Snow White, the witch from that. But like it's just like way more detailed.
Yeah, and like those like I love how he directs his movies. I love how they're animated. There's so much like attention to detail, and like with her specifically, like when she gets angry or whatever, and like her
Oh,
hair
yeah,
starts
yeah.
to it's
Yeah.
like
That's exactly
you can
what I wrote
almost like
down.
feel that
Yeah,
feeling, like your
yeah.
hair standing up.
They definitely make you resonate with her a lot because like I just while I'm watching, I'm just like hoping that she can get back to her parents. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that she doesn't get eaten by that no face thing, and that was creepy. Oh my goodness, that no face thing when it started like when they ate the frog. I said,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my goodness. I thought because I thought like it was on her side for a little bit, and then it just started
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness, that was.
But
so
then he is
creepy.
like on her side at the end. Like,
Yeah,
he was- yeah.
I really this movie was so good, and I actually want to bring up the reason this even came about is because I remember you had posted a story with Spirit Away in it, and one of the main themes theme songs in that movie came on, and there was a lo-fi hip hop track that I had been listening to for however long. And I'm like, wait, what? This is a part of a movie?
Oh, I posted the video of like somebody playing it on
Yes,
the piano.
yes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, I didn't know that was a part of a movie. So I was like, wow. And then I just started thinking about it more and more. And then we have a record store near our house, and we go there, and I saw Spirited Away, and never even taken it off the shelf at basically, and then it was just really delightful. Like I can't believe this movie. It took me so long to watch this movie. And I guess maybe I was kind of put off by The Boy and the Heron because that movie was kind of confusing, but this one was kind of very straightforward.
Yeah.
It had a lot of great scenes in it. And even I love that part where she's like frightened almost and her body like shivers with like that static almost. It's such a great movie.
And like little things too, like when she's putting on her shoes. I think, and she like taps her foot. Like there's so many like teeny tiny details in there that it's obviously an animated movie, but it makes it feel
real.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one scene where she like, I think she had, she was like with Haku in like in Kamanji's workspace, I guess. And I think she was either frightened, I can't remember exactly what, but she had like her toes curled together. I said, "What the?" Like, I've never
it's like
seen
when
that
you're
level.
like, like when something's gross and like you kind of like,
I was like, man,
I think she steps on something and like,
right, yeah. I think that was what it was.
Ew. Yeah.
Man, such a great movie. I had a few questions on that. So, what do you think that headband was for? Do you think that helped her like know that none of those pigs were her parents at all, or
headband?
Because the good granny gives her like a purple headband that they stitch together at towards the end, and she tells her to wear it, so she takes out the red one she has and puts in the purple one. Yeah, and I think she alluded to it having some type of magical power or something like that, or it shined like it had magical powers. Yeah. So I wasn't sure if it did or not, but maybe it's just like a token from this underworld type place.
I think so, because it's like something that she took out of that. It's like the only thing, right, that she took out of that world. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I completely forgot about that, but yeah, I don't know if it helped her do anything or if it was just a little like remembrance kind of thing. You're not
crazy. This was real.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe that's what it was. Because she was definitely like freaking out, like when everything first started popping off. Like she's like becoming transparent. Yeah. She's like not even sure where to run to and stuff like that. It was very interesting. And then I also thought that that Haku and Chihiro. Yep. Okay. I just want to make sure.
You got it.
I was like, Chihiro. I always want to go Chichi for some reason, but I thought it was really interesting that like Haku and Chihiro had a relationship prior to, and I guess that also ties in because he was like, I've been following you your entire life,
yeah,
and
like
then
protect her.
Yeah, and then and then stopped her from drowning. Yeah. Wow. Well, like I would have cried if like I was like maybe this close to crying at all of it, but like, and then such a great movie. I also wanted to ask, did you know that Billie Eilish had a song named after this movie? Yes. Or at least one of the characters, at least. Yeah. Are you a fan of the song at all?
Yes, it's a good song.
I didn't. I had watched like a little breakdown of the video. And they said the chorus was about. She said that the chorus was about Spirited Away, and I was like,
I actually don't know if I'd have to like read the lyrics.
Yeah, it was like
I like the melody of it.
Yeah, it's like running away from me or something like that. So maybe not. I don't know. She says it is. I don't know. I'm not gonna fight her on it, but that's what I thought at least.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Loud. But yeah, this movie was very interesting. Do you have a favorite scene from this movie?
A favorite scene. I don't know. There's a few that really stick out to me. Like the one where she meets the little sprites, the soot sprites.
Oh man, those things were adorable.
Yeah, that sticks out to me. The one, the scene where she's stuck in that elevator with the radish spirit. Yeah, and definitely, even like at the very very beginning where they first get there and like her parents are going for the food. Like, I always love how anime food looks.
They put so much
delicious.
attention to detail in that. Yes. They're eating like whole chickens And they make it look so good. I'm so glad I ate beforehand because I might have had to tear down my entire kitchen. For
Have
that.
you seen that that experience where they like make you food from the movie that you're watching?
Yes, Jackie was actually just talking about
It
this.
looks cool.
Fork and film.
They do that with Spirited Away.
No
They have a Spirited
way.
Away one, yeah.
Whoa.
Which movie were you?
Ratatouille.
Oh man, see,
It looked
Another
insane.
great movie.
I would
Love
have a
that
hard
movie.
time watching Ratatouille while eating because they make the rats look very realistic, and when they start like
Oh, you like
skirmishing,
super grossed out by rats?
no, I wouldn't say super grossed out, but it's just like the fact that they're all like moving in that like
Yeah.
wavy
Oh yeah.
pack pattern. I guess it.
Have you? I'm assuming that you've seen The Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
That scene.
Not for a while, but
That scene where the scarabs or whatever
oh,
they do that like
Yeah.
moving floor thing, and then one goes like under.
I don't know. I
That
don't.
one really traumatized me. That movie like truly traumatized me, and I had like an experience like that when I was backpacking in the Philippines. There was like a jackfruit we were like hiking through the jungle, and a jackfruit had fallen from a tree, and it was really high up, so it broke open when it hit the ground. And when we were far away and coming up onto this thing, I thought there was a stream of water, and it was not water.
Oh no!
I know. And all I could think about was that movie. And we had like this old man who was our tour guide,
Mm-hmm.
and he just hopped over it. My cousin hopped over it, and it took me a minute because I was like, dude, if I trip and fell into this, like you might as well just kill me. Like I can't move on
Tell
from
my
this.
mother I love her.
I cannot move on from this.
That's so wild. But no, I don't think that the mummy scene freaks me out that much anymore. Just because like the graphics aren't that good.
Oh my god, they're so bad.
So you're just like, oh.
They're really bad.
But if you've ever seen Men in Black 3
Yeah.
and the who is it? It's that alien with like the mouth that comes out like
Oh,
it's so. I love the Men in Black franchise, and I
Yeah.
love that movie. But like
Yeah.
I just want to like, because it's like it looks like scars
yeah.
almost. So,
Yeah.
ugh,
Yeah.
my
It's
goodness.
pretty nasty.
You got any scenes that freak you out, Jackie?
Not that come to mind right now. I hate scary movies, so anything like gory.
Yeah,
Have you
anything
seen
that just, like, makes you-
Arachnophobia?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think that's what Six-Legged Spiders is like the parody of that.
You mean eight-legged freaks?
Eight-Legged Freaks. Oh my god.
I don't think I've
Six-legged
seen
spiders. Yeah, Arachnophobia was bad. That one also like.
Are you afraid of spiders?
I
No.
think it's because of that movie because it came out like in the 90s, so it
Have
was
I
like
seen
one of the first horror films that I've seen. And there's
Oh my goodness.
there's like a scene in there where she's like turning off the lamp,
Mm-hmm.
and this is like back then where you still have to stick your hand underneath the lampshade, and there's a spider in there, and so now I can't like turn off a lamp unless I look under it
my
and make sure that
goodness.
there's no spiders.
Wow. Screw you, guy. Whoever made that movie.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Arachnophobia. I might have to that might be another movie we have to watch that and like maybe get some other like Anaconda in there maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the second one.
Signs is a good one too.
Oh
from that,
man.
from that
Signs, what was I gonna say fantasy, Final Destination 2.
Yeah.
That movie
Oh my God.
The first one really traumatized me though.
I
Like
can't. I was driving on the freeway today behind a truck that had all these poles in the back, and I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
pile up.
I do. I think about that movie
You're
often.
like, get in front of me, please,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. Scary.
No, super scary. What were we talking about? The creepiness. Yeah. That no face thing.
Yeah, the one in the bath scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
That one was crazy.
I don't think I've been like, I don't even know if I would say terrified, but like I thought that because it seemed like it was such a nice spirit, I guess, and let her in, gave her a token and whatnot.
Yeah, he's all quiet.
Yeah, it's just like
There's no expression on his face,
Yeah.
too, so you can't tell if it's sinister.
Oh my goodness, it was so nasty. Like
Yeah.
it started to grow hair or something. It had like a little toupee.
And his like mouth, like
oh my goodness.
like shoveling everything in there. Yeah,
Oh.
it's very like it goes from the animations go from like very cute to like terrifying, like
Yeah,
very quickly.
very quickly. Like I was like, am I gonna have nightmares tonight? I wasn't sure
The
just because of
teeth were
the way the
yeah.
teeth like look, and it's got
Mhm.
like frog legs.
Yeah.
It's just, oh man.
And you could see all the stuff like in
Yeah.
Oh,
Once he starts talking, I'm like, oh.
he starts going,
Yes.
he starts like, take my gold, and you know what? And what's crazy about it? Like, if I put myself in Chihiro's shoes, I probably would have been dead. Because like, he was offering like the tokens, and she's like, I don't need any more. I'm like, take them fucking tokens. You're gonna be cleaning here for a minute. And it's like, take the gold. It's like, no, I don't need the gold.
What I love about her is her ability to keep her empathy, like through everything. So even in that scene where it's obviously very scary and there's chaos and whatever, she's still like, I think there's something wrong here. Let me help him.
Yes.
And then like even with the baby, like a monster.
Yeah.
But then ended up being like a cute little mouse.
Yeah. Oh man, that was that little mouse and a bird. I love that.
And then
so
she
much.
just like, has them with her all the time. Like even though there are characters in the movie that like wrong her at some point, she still keeps her empathy.
Yeah. I think that she, like, if I had to pick a theme for this movie, it's just like bravery.
Yeah.
Because like she's moving to a new town, she's going to a new school and stuff like that. And I mean, even, and I guess it's bravery in some senses, because even when she left, she was still like holding on to her mother really tightly. But I think that's maybe because she just missed him a lot.
Also perseverance, I think. Like she just kept fucking going.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have had the heart to.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just working for Wobble Wobble or whatever to my days. It was such a special movie.
Yeah.
What do you think that Lynn is also like a human? Like that maybe just grew up there? Because like I wasn't sure if she was a spirit
she had,
or
like,
not.
also gotten lost.
Yeah.
Is like kind of what I understood from it. I don't know if it ever got revealed or whatever at the end, but she just stays like a person the whole time. Right?
Yeah. I was like, and everybody else kind of looks spirit-ish, but I was like, maybe she was just like.
I don't think she's a spirit, because like even with Haku, like he did look like a person, but the way he was moving, the doors he was opening with his hands and shit like that. So I think she might have just gotten lost when she was a kid too, and she just never got out.
Yeah, I think so too. That's what I was wondering, because I wasn't sure if
maybe her parents are one of those pigs.
They've been ate her then.
Yeah.
I mean, like they've been ate her parents.
For real.
I mean, she's probably like late 20s or something like that. Her parents are gone.
Yeah,
and you know what? Lynn's probably not even her real name.
Probably not.
That's so sad, just to think about. I wonder how she created that.
Doesn't remember
baby.
her name.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
I think it's one of like this should be one of those like one of those Disney cartoons from the 90s. This is like in that realm.
Yeah.
Like very classic, very whimsical still, maybe a little scary in some contexts, but you come out better on the other side for
Definitely
half
a roller coaster for sure.
Yeah,
the coaster of emotions.
Man, like I
because I went from, like, especially that baby, I went from hating that baby to, like, loving it.
Yeah,
Little mouse.
I loved the part when they were like, she was like, hey, can you just turn them back into their regular selves?
And
I'm like,
they're
oh, they could have been turned into that's on them.
I liked when they were at the good granny's house and they're on that wheel. It's just
Happy to be here.
So cute.
eating the little cookies and stuff like that. It was great. And I think that she helped a lot of people find their I don't know, help them create a new story, I guess. Because like No Face didn't have anybody, and now she's got the granny, and maybe even the evil granny is treating the baby a little better because now the baby has gotten some independence and doesn't have agoraphobia or whatever.
Yeah.
And the way this little baby's about to break Chihiro's arm.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Scary.
Super scary.
And then she was like, "It's fine. I'm just gonna carry you around on my shoulder now." That's what I'm saying. Like, she's very forgiving.
Yeah. I wonder how old she is. How old would you say she is? Like 8?
Yeah, I was gonna say probably
Yeah.
around that age.
Special lady, special movie. I can't say enough about it, to be honest. I don't think I had anything that I
So have you seen anything else from that, like, from that director from Ghibli?
other than The Boy and the Heron.
No.
Probably not. I haven't seen Princess Mononoke. I haven't seen
My Neighbor Totoro.
Ponyo.
Would you recommend
Ponyo was
Kiki's Delivery Service? Have you seen that?
This is right here.
Wow.
I love Kiki's too.
Do you have a
Watch
lot of
that
Studio
next.
Ghibli tattoos?
No,
on
those
you?
are the only two.
Oh, okay. I would say, dang. Let's take a tour.
This one's a Harry Potter one. That's just the castle.
Paul.
Sick.
But
Is that a little black cat? Like
yeah, it's
oh
the
my
it's the
God.
cat from Kiki's. I honestly
Okay,
had
we'll watch.
forgotten about the cat, and I gave my tattoo artist like the idea of this whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then he showed me the mock-up, and it had the cat on it, and I was like, oh, it's so good.
It's the one.
We were just thinking about watching Kiki's, huh?
Mhm.
It's very good. I would definitely recommend that one
Do,
too.
do you maybe have a rank for the movies? How would you, just really quickly, you probably don't, but how would you rank the movies that you've seen from Studio Ghibli best to worst?
I mean, obviously, Spirited Away is at the top. I'd
Mhm.
probably say Kiki's afterwards. Honestly, I really liked Ponyo. I think that would be up there for me.
What is Ponyo about exactly? It's like a fish?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a little girl becomes a friends with fish?
I think. Oh my god, I can't even remember the plot of it now. But I know that didn't it come out like in the last like 6 years or something like that?
Maybe. Let's
I
go.
mean, it came
Let's
out
go to our
recently.
researcher.
Oh.
I just remember watching it and being like, okay, yeah, like this is because I think he had like.
09.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, so definitely not.
Wow.
Holy shit!
Where's
what
the
am
time
I
gone?
talking about?
Where's the time gone, right?
I think it was that one that he like took a break and then came back and decided to make something else, and I was like, okay, cool, like this was
Right up
worth
your alley.
was worth coming out of retirement for. My Neighbor Totoro was really good too.
I think
Howl's Moving Castle is really good.
I always confuse Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro because they have like, I mean, at least the cover is similar,
Yeah.
where it's like Chihiro and then No Face and then the other one. Well, I don't even know who the characters are in this
Yeah,
one. I'm
but
sure
then
there's
it's like Totoro
and
there, and yeah.
the little girl. These are, if anyone hasn't seen, I mean, if you're just getting into movies or just getting into animated movies, and you want something outside of Pixar and DreamWorks, Studio Ghibli is a very fantastic set of movies. One, but two, they're pretty much fairy tales in a way.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I need to look at them as. Like, maybe if I would have gone in watching The Boy and the Heron as a fairy tale movie more than just like some animated movie.
Like an adventure movie.
Yeah,
or
because
something.
like there was some stuff in that movie I just did not understand. But
seen
I'm really willing. I want to watch it again because I want to watch it in dubbed because Pattinson's in it, Willem Dafoe's in it,
Ooh.
Christian Bale.
Okay.
I think what's her name? The blonde,
Gwyneth?
no, the young blonde from Midsummer.
Oh, I don't know her name.
Oh man,
Handmaid's Tale, that girl.
no, Midsummer, the one who's in Black Widow. I want to say it's something with an M.
Very
Madeline.
bad names.
I got Florence Pugh.
Hey, oh my goodness, I was so
Close.
off. Yes, Florence
Close.
Pugh. That is correct. Yes.
She's great too.
No, she is great. She is great, and she's. I think she's in that movie as well.
But yeah, I would agree with that because I love Pixar movies.
Same.
They're so good.
You see Inside Out too?
Yes.
Man,
Did you cry in theaters?
Yes.
Same.
what a wild ride that movie was.
I feel like
We
all
needed that.
Pixar movies make me cry. To be honest,
I cried at the last Toy Story movie.
Oh my
In a
God.
theater
Toy Story
full of
4?
kids. Yeah, I cried.
Oh yeah, you did.
I
remember that.
sobbed. Like
It was going so well too.
Sobbed.
I
Okay.
was like, "Oh, we're separating."
I'm-
Oh, boy.
I'm a crier though.
No, same.
I am a crier.
I cry at Rocky movies, so that's my thing.
Oh. Okay.
Well, no, it's
like the boy version.
no, it's not like. I mean, Inside. Don't get me wrong. Inside Out 2 made me tear up. I cried at Godzilla -1. Have you seen
I
that?
haven't seen that.
Oh man,
I saw you rave about it.
tear jerker.
Really?
I've only seen it once since then, but I can still
Yeah.
vividly remember everything about that movie. But Yeah. Any last thoughts on Spirited Away before we move on?
No last thoughts, just that it's amazing
Yeah,
and it holds up.
it definitely holds up. This is timeless. I mean,
Yeah.
it's already been 20 years since it came out, and the animation is still as good.
It's still good, yeah.
It's still freaky, I guess. I mean, if you could call it that. It's a
It
fairy
is
tale.
long.
Yeah, it's long, but it keeps the attention.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
like-
You just have to like be in the mindset of I'm gonna sit here for this long
Yeah.
of a period of time and pay attention to something. I think that's why like eventually I got away from movies and more into like series.
Mhm.
It's a lot more. It's easier for me to digest for sure.
That was the same with Jackie. When I first met her, she was like, "I don't like movies." I said, "What? You what?" Like, look at her now.
Okay, I have some fun facts before we jump off.
Okay,
of
yay!
This. First movie, Spirited Away is the first movie to ever make 200 million in theaters before coming to America.
Ooh.
Wow.
So that's fun. Let's see. I scrolled too far down, so
Take your time.
my bad. This is the first movie where he let a child actually voice a child. In the movie.
Really?
Okay.
I didn't know that. Well, it makes sense. Like the whoever the voice actor was
Yeah.
for Chihiro, like man, like really makes you feel like
Yeah.
lost and scared. Like everything that child is feeling, you really feel
Yeah.
that.
The river spirit that they clean up
Mm.
and everything they pull out of them, including like the bicycle. One time Miyazaki did like a river cleaning. He like participated in a cleanup, and everything he pulled out of the river is like what he put in the movie to pull out of the river spirit.
Wow.
Okay, cool. I like that.
He's a genius.
He is a genius. Truly.
Okay, those are my fun facts.
Does he animate this as well,
So,
or does he just direct it?
oh God, he drew the storyboards.
Wow. Talented man.
Very, yeah, for sure, genius. Because I feel like most of those movies, like I said, like Kiki's, Howl's Moving Castle, like all of those things, like I feel like they're all kind of in that same caliber.
Yeah, I think the next one I want to watch is the Prince Mononoke. Oh my goodness,
Oh yeah, that
Prince
one's
Mononoke.
that one's good too.
It looks good. It looks like a giant wolf is in it. That's cool, right?
I think maybe like one of the things that first drew me into the Spirited Away is that first scene where they're like moving and she's pissed about it. Because I moved like 80 million times when I was a kid.
Me too.
I had to move houses. Like I think before I went to middle school, I wasn't in one school for more than 1 year.
Wow.
So, and it was all just around fucking Las Vegas. So
Oh. Well,
Not even
everybody
from-
known you now. I'm assuming, right?
yeah, I don't. That's why I went to Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah.
I gotta get away from these fucking people. I'm just seeing all the same
Smart.
people everywhere.
Jackie, did you relate to it in that way? Like, as
yeah.
far as like moving, did that like resonate with you at
That
all?
makes you hate
For
your
sure.
parents so
And
much.
they didn't even care. And I was
Yeah.
like, figures.
Yep.
They're like,
Typical.
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, that was one thing. Like they weren't listening to her at all.
Yeah.
One, and then even when I mean, obviously they didn't know because they were pigs. But like when they came back, they were just like, "Get your ass over here! We've been waiting for you for 30 minutes." Like,
And like at the very beginning, like when they're going into that tunnel and she doesn't want to go, literally, if you just listen to your kid,
yeah.
none of this stuff would have happened. Like
Not that they even know. And that's the
Yeah.
crazy part. Like they don't remember a thing. It's
they don't
like
know how fucking badass their kid is,
that was probably like 4 days.
and that
they
she
were pigs.
saved their lives. Was it 4 days?
Something like
It
that.
had to
Maybe
been-
4 or
had to have
3
been
at
longer.
least. Because
I
there
was
was like a few like night and day.
I was about to say, like, you don't even know, like, how long, really, that she's in there. Especially if they're, like, you know, trying to remind her not to forget her name.
Exactly. And you know what? One more thing. I think I just lost it. One more thing that I like about this movie is that they or it kind of confuses me sometimes, but they don't give a lot of explanation behind the world.
Yeah.
It's like, this is just what happens, you know. Dusk comes, and then a whole bunch of spirits come to this Las Vegas style resort where they can spend their spirit money and
Yeah.
like
They only
like,
come out at night.
Yeah, it's the strangest thing. But
I
you
think
just kind of
that's-
just like go with it.
I think that's, like, maybe it's just easier to accept these things, like, when you're an Asian person watching this movie because these are just things that we already are taught.
Really?
Like, we're not supposed to play hide and seek at night.
Wow, I've never known that.
Yeah, because like that's like spirit time is night. Like that's when they're more comfortable with being out. Wow. That's where like the veil is like the thinnest. And so yeah, our parents always warned us like not to play hide and seek when it's night out because like you could get lost, like you could get taken by a spirit.
And I've always hated hide and seek at night.
Yeah, it's like, intuition.
I've always like my grandparents, and you guys might be tired of me telling the story, but my grandparents' house had a very creepy house, and we always play hide and seek there, and I hated it. Maybe that's why my intuition.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like especially as a kid, like
yeah, you know,
you feel things.
You know.
Yeah.
That's wild. All right, well, let's move on to our second movie, which is a movie that I picked. For you to watch, and I'm more than positive that you may not even like this movie.
Oh my God, Jalen!
Hold on, don't say anything yet. I watched it yesterday, and I fell asleep. Not because it was boring, but because I was tired, and I had to take some time. It is long. It is a long movie. Long. So we watched Akira. It was released in 1990 by Katsuhiro Otomo.
I thought it was released in 1988.
Yeah, I think it's 88.
My bad. And you know what? You might be right. You might be right. Check it, please.
I did. I'm
fact check
looking
me.
at it.
Is it 88?
Yeah. I just tried to like.
I had to read about it. After I watched it.
Yeah. So 88, directed by Katsuhiro Otomo. And this is obviously one of the, or not obviously, but this is one of the most, it's a very groundbreaking animated movie as far as like how it was created, but it's basically set in like the 90s, or is it
2019?
2019, right? You're right. Set in 2019 Neo Tokyo after like
World War III.
Yeah, World War III. Yes, and just to start off, I love the animation. Okay, animation was cool. I don't get the story.
Did you pick it? I thought you picked it because you really liked it.
I've never seen it.
Oh.
I just thought it was just a good
opportunity. I can be honest.
I thought because like I recommended a movie that I loved, so I thought.
Oh yeah, maybe I should have done that, huh? That was a brave fart. I don't. You did the same. I should have. Maybe I should have done that. That's my fault. I don't.
Okay, cool.
I don't even remember the reasoning why I chose it.
Hated this movie.
Whoa. You
hated it. You want to see my notes?
Yeah. Hey, listen. It's not. Listen. I'm gonna have a few misses.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna get struck out a few times.
I had my phone. I was like. Sketching tattoos and stuff while I was watching it. I was like, maybe this isn't a great idea because it's an animated movie, so I kind of want to see like the animation. But after like 20 minutes, I was like, okay, no, I can sketch. And I had my little thing out. I had my little thing out to take notes, and I didn't start taking notes until an hour in because I was waiting for something that I thought was noteworthy. The only thing I noticed at the very beginning was I really liked the color palette.
Yes.
It's a very cohesive color palette.
Yes. I love the color palette.
Yeah, very aesthetically pleasing in the colors, and that's it. So my notes here, there's only 6 lines.
Her first note is, what the fuck?
An hour in, and I'm still confused. Next line, who are the good guys and who are the bad guys?
Yes.
Next line is, I don't care about any of the characters. And then the next line is, I'm uncomfortable.
What?
And then the next line is, cause it's so violent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
It's super violent.
So violent.
Very violent.
Is it gory? Like you can see the blood? Or?
Oh, yeah. There people getting shot up.
Someone gets beheaded, right? Or am I tripping?
I think
Was that something else?
I think so. Somebody gets like squished almost.
Oh,
like,
yeah. The squishing, yes. Very
like somebody's bowels fall out.
Oh, yep. That. Then I said, nothing is cute or pretty. Like none of the characters are drawn like in a cute, literally not one of them. No. And I said,
I mean, Kay was cute, right?
I also couldn't really tell the difference between a lot of the characters.
Okay, I get that because Kay and Kanata looked alike
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
I was like,
And then the last line is, "The kids are gross, LOL."
the kids
Ew,
were
dude.
definitely a little jerky-esque, if
I
you will.
hate it. Like, I was like, are they zombies? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, are they the undead?
This movie, I guess I wanted, maybe I feel like I've seen parts maybe, but like it's been so long that, you know, like you just forget and you just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So I thought, like, you know, people talk about this movie a lot. You know, people really like it a lot and stuff like that.
Yeah, it has a cult following for sure.
For sure. Like I told my friend Ron, I gave it a rate. I said it was like a 6 to a 7 out of 10. He said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Really?
I said, I'm like the anime, like.
What does he think it is?
Well, I'm sure he probably thinks it's maybe like an 8 or a 9 or something like that. But like,
Yeah.
I didn't ask him. But like, the thing is, like, you can't have just great animation and no story. You can't do that. Like,
I was so confused. Like I said, an hour in, and I still didn't understand who the protagonist is. Like, I don't know who I'm supposed to be rooting for. And like I said, like I never developed like an attachment to any of the characters. I was like, you could fucking die right now, and I wouldn't be upset about it. There was no moment at the end where I was like, yes, like I felt vindicated or anything.
Sense.
Like
Right.
I just nothing.
did you watch it in dubbed or subbed?
I watched it dubbed.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, I wonder if this makes sense in subbed. Because I was watching in dubbed, and sometimes like the sentences just didn't line up with what was happening. And
It is very like 1980s, 1990s anime though, in that way that the voice actors are very overacting.
yeah.
And it's a lot.
It's like I didn't hate. Like, here's my only issue, or not my only issue, but here's some thoughts. Why does Tetsuo hate Kaneda?
Yeah, what the
so
fuck?
much? Why does he hate him so much? I'm like, is there like an extended cut that I'm
There
missing?
was no like that's the thing, right? Like I feel like you develop an attachment to characters because there is character development at some point. Like they show you how everybody got here. Like I already hated all of the characters from the beginning because they're all in that violent ass biker gang and they're fucking chopping people's heads off and shit.
Just hitting people with crowbars. So.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? Why do they even hate each other? And it like again was very violent from the beginning. So I'm already thinking like all of these characters are bad characters. I thought that there was gonna be some good character that came in at some point, and besides the girl who again did nothing to the story.
Not even sure whose side she's really on, to be honest.
Right.
Like,
because she was working.
They were working with that old man with the purple suit,
right?
and I was like, "But
And they're
aren't
the
you
bad
working
guy.
with the army guy?"
Yeah, right.
I'm like, so who is?
And then there are people who are like, so the whole thing was like civil unrest because of the war. Like everybody's like anti-government, I guess. Is that what it's supposed to be?
I think.
But then okay, so the government are. I thought when those things came down the first time, I thought that everyone was aliens. Like I thought that they were all like aliens.
That blue beam?
Where they took when they took the kid back.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I thought they were all like aliens or something, and then there were two ships that came down, right?
Yeah.
And the one ship had the floating baby in it or whatever.
Yeah, it did.
And then the other
I thought
ship,
that was the mastermind behind it. I was
Again, because
he's just, I don't know.
he's in a floating thing.
Yeah,
It's very
It was like,
mastermind.
I was like, yeah, he's up to something, up to nothing.
And
Up to little or
then
nothing.
the other ship had all the soldiers on it.
Right.
So I thought they just happened to come down at the same time.
Yeah.
And maybe like the alien things were not a part of the government, but I guess they are all a part of the government.
I don't get it. Like Akira is basically Jesus, right? Because
that's how they consider how the humans consider that.
And I thought he was dead, right? And then the kids bring him back to life.
Yeah, and I think it was purposeful, right? Because they kept saying like, "Oh, we wait until he's at peak power or whatever," and she's like, "Yes." Like they had like a plan.
Why?
So
Why
also-
wait till he's at peak power though?
I don't know
Because he won't.
I don't know if it's like I don't know if he's the one who brought Akira back, or if Akira needed a reason, and the reason was somebody was too powerful.
He's like, hey, man, you guys can handle this on your own.
Right.
He's like, I'm not coming out of retirement for this.
But then apparently that when Akira died, he also exploded.
The first or the second time?
Well, he didn't die the second time.
Didn't he?
No, they all got transported to like another dimension or something. He took...
I wasn't getting it. I'm sorry.
He took Tetsuo and the kids, because the kids kept saying, if we go in there, we won't be powerful. They just never finished the
sentence, though.
We won't be powerful enough to come out. So they're going somewhere.
I thought it was just like I thought they meant like we won't be able to survive the blast.
No, because at the end, Tetsuo talks and he introduces himself. And before that old guy in the lab dies, he said, it's showing that a universe is being created. So that's why they think Akira is Jesus, because he exploded or whatever the fuck and like leveled Japan or Tokyo.
Right.
And but then they kept pieces of his body. I don't know. But
what were they even planning on doing with his body?
They said that it was for future people when they have more technology to be able to research. But from what I understand,
you understand this movie way better than I did.
Tetsuo created a new universe. That's why he's introducing himself again at the end. So I don't think they died. I think they went to another dimension or something.
And another thing, Akira looked like a baby Kaneda.
Yeah.
But
then also, so like I said, I had to read about this movie because I was like, what the fuck does Jalen like so much about this movie? I was like, is there something that I'm not getting?
It's just like a classic, I guess. I should have chosen something else.
Apparently, they're saying that, what's her face? Kai? She's developing psychic powers.
Well, I thought they were giving her psychic abilities.
Oh,
because that one girl,
the girl was like controlling her mind or whatever. Yeah. But then the babies said it's already starting or something like that.
I don't know, man.
So
is this X-Men or are they aliens? I don't know.
Is she gonna be like the next one that explodes and like starts a new universe or something? So they're kind of like gods or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know why they look like that. They used to look like regular babies.
Well, I think maybe the medicine that they were taking were keeping them from like reaching their peak, maybe, and that's why all three of them couldn't. All three of them had to like work together to stop them. But like another thing I don't get is like why they choose Tetsuo to begin with? Like why did they take him?
Oh, because he like collided with the kid.
And there was that gave him powers?
Yeah, there was some kind of like reading on whatever equipment
that
they
thing
were
was
using.
So confusing. I'm like, what are we reading here? It's like just like moving in waves, a circular wave. I'm just like this
energy, I guess.
A lot of, but I think the girl was trying to explain it that everybody has the ability to be psychic.
Okay.
But
so are they psychics?
I mean, they were doing telepathy.
Are they fucking?
They were doing telepathy, but I don't.
Are they gods? Like, also, how long ago did Akira die?
I had to assume like whenever that bomb went off, right? Because that was him, right? The first thing. I feel like that was him at least.
Was it during the World War III or whatever?
It had. I think it had to be because like, well, you see the city in the beginning, and then you just see that flash, and you think, oh, it's a nuke. Yeah. But like that might have just been Akira because I think it actually had to be Akira because that's when they buried it underneath the stadium.
So is this just happening to Tokyo every like 2-3 years or what? Like,
well, he's been dead for like 30, I think. Because I think World War III happened in the 90s.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
And
also, did everyone in Tokyo die at that moment? Like,
that's
it's just those 3 people who survived, or what?
Because it feels like I was like because that colonel guy was still alive.
Oh, the 4. Sorry, was it just the 4 of them that survived?
I don't know, man.
Did everybody else die? Also, when they told him to go into that tunnel because he would be safe, why would he be safe in a tunnel? All of the buildings fell over.
They must know something about the magnitude of the explosion that we don't know. This movie was definitely confusing. I'm very surprised that it has such a big. Like I was reading like
Oh my God, people love it.
I was reading like what do we call it? Ratings on IMDb, and I'm just like, okay, I don't know. This is like a 6 for me. I enjoyed the animation as freaky as it was, and wait. Also, was Tetsuo growing into a giant baby?
Yes, I think because the other 3 babies grew into like giant stuffed animals, and one of them grew into a giant. What did
Was that? What I thought they were just doing like a mind game with him when they were doing that.
I don't know.
Because like when that girl and whoever that girl was, like why was she even trying to mess with Tetsuo like that? He likes his powers start like enveloping his like broken arm, and it gets all like
mechanical,
fleshy.
right?
And then it looks like a baby almost, like the way his arm reaches out, but like
maybe he was turning into a baby. Why?
A giant baby? I don't know. A lot of
and they're insinuating that that's what would happen to them if they stopped taking their medicine.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because he said because Tetsuo he asked for it specifically. So, but a lot of stuff was happening. There's not a real timeline because like he's asking for the medicine like he knows what it does, but like I didn't even know he was in the hospital that long for them to be giving him like medicine for that long. You know, like
Did anyone explain to him what the medicine does? Like when he asked for it, I was like, is this the first time that they've talked about medicine?
I haven't.
Did I miss something?
This is it's a strange movie.
It was all over the place, and I didn't like anybody.
Here's a few things that I wrote down that I liked. I liked the animation, and I liked Kanada's bike.
Yes,
and,
very cool.
And I also liked the light trail on the bikes in the beginning.
Oh.
But other than that, I was just like, I was very confused by Tetsuo. Because have you seen Chronicle? With Michael B. Jordan and that guy from Jupiter Ascending.
I had to have seen it.
Yeah, because Michael B. Jordan's in it.
Yeah, I'm sure I saw it.
It's that movie. So it's based in Seattle, and it's like found footage, and
their friend.
They all get powers. Yeah. So
and then he turns evil.
Yeah, that's what it kind of reminded me of. But I was like, you got no reason to beef with Kaneda, especially because it was revealed that Tetsuo
or that his brother.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey man, these guys are beating up on you and stuff like that. Here's a cool toy." And I'm just like, "What's your beef?"
Maybe the powers or whatever like
corrupted him.
Yeah, maybe. No. Because even in Chronicle, like he was already like everyone already thought he was a weirdo, so he already had a reason to want to flip out and kill everybody.
I still think that Michael B. Jordan shouldn't have died in that movie, but that's not my tale, I guess. Any last thoughts on this banger of a movie? And I apologize for recommending it.
No thoughts. I'm just confused at why. I mean, the cult following thing makes sense because I feel like a lot of weird...
It's really just the animation, though. Like that's I think that's the only reason it has such a cult following. I mean, and maybe people understand the story and maybe they're like highbrow about it, but
but there are some like movies out there like really bad like horror movies or really bad. I don't know, just really bad movies, and there's like those few people that fucking love this movie and watch it every year or whatever. And I think that's why it's called a cult following.
Yeah.
Like they just like it even though it's fucking weird.
Well, what do you have a movie that you're a cult following for? That people just hate, but you'll defend it to the death?
I
don't know if I'll defend mine to the death, but
what's yours? Let me think.
The Happening.
Is that the
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that the one with the trees?
Mm-hmm.
No, Jalen, come on.
I liked it.
when it like revealed like what was going on, I was like, really?
Yeah.
Plants should fight back. They're alive, right? Like I think it's such a cool concept because we talk about how like the environment's fucked.
Yeah.
And then we think, oh man, like we should do something about that. But then the trees are like, you know what? We're gonna do something about it. How about you kill yourself? You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, I haven't even seen it in a long time, and I probably need to watch it again. But like, it's fun.
Who
it's
was
a fun movie.
Wasn't it
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mm-hmm. And Zoe Deschanel.
Really?
And
I forgot that she was in that.
And what's that other guy's name? Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo. Yeah, no, I didn't like that movie.
It was cool. You know, I don't hate it. And there's other M. Night projects that I hate, but that wasn't one of them.
Yeah, I feel like I gave up on him a while ago.
Did you see Trap? Trap was good. Josh Hartnett. Movie just came out. There's they're trapping a serial killer inside of a concert.
Oh no, but I've seen the previews for that one.
It was fun. It's not gonna blow your mind like Signs or The Sixth Sense, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, okay.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, I'll watch it. Cult following movies. I don't know. I mean,
how about you, baby? You got one?
I can't think of like a horrible movie that I just like.
I only like good movies.
No, I mean, there are a lot of movies that I actually I really liked. I don't fucking know why, but I latched on to He's Just Not That Into You at one point in my life, and I've seen it so many times. My sister bought me the DVD. She bought me the book. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's got like Drew Barrymore.
It's got a lot of people in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Is it bad? Do people not like it?
I don't know. I just don't know if people loved it. I don't know if anyone has seen it and was like, yeah, I'm going to watch this 10 more times like I did. I don't know why.
So you're more of a cult because it's like you've watched it so many times.
Yeah, and I mean, it's still like one of those comfort movies for me. Like I can still put it on and I enjoy it.
Not Another Teen Movie is a comfort movie for me.
Okay.
Great movie.
It's a good one. I'm obsessed with the Scream movies, the Scream franchise.
Yes,
really I love that franchise.
We might have to bring you back on so we can watch that again because like I've
it's so good.
Man, which one's your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Honestly, I think just from feeling, the fourth one like the first time that they come back after however many years.
Yes.
Yeah, so I watched that one by myself in the theaters.
Mm-hmm. By yourself? Were you alone in the theater, or was no one else in the theater, or were you saying you were by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
The theater was full.
That would be creepy.
That would be so creepy. No, the theater was full. I watched it because I had to watch it when it came out, and I don't think I could find anybody that wanted to watch it with me. I can't remember where I was living at the time, but I went to watch it in theaters, and it was just like being in the theater with a bunch of other millennials who also grew up watching it, and like the commentary coming from the crowd. And every time another character came on screen, everybody cheered.
Yeah.
It was just one of those movies that I really, really enjoyed watching in the theaters. And it just kind of like sparked a whole newfound appreciation for all things nostalgic for me.
Yeah. Yeah, so. Big time. We actually saw Scream 5 in theater for my sister's birthday. Shout out Janae. We went out the theater for her and we watched Scream 5.
Hell yeah.
That was sick.
That's cool.
It was a fun movie. I love all the Screams just because they're so meta and stuff like that too. And
that's what I appreciate about the newer ones, and that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously the first ones it's meant to be thriller horror, and now they just don't take themselves seriously anymore. And it's still also creepy and scary, and I also fucking love a whodunit. It's like one of my favorite genres.
Speaking of which, I know we're about to run out of time, but are you watching Only Murders in the Building?
Yes.
Let's go.
So good. It's so good. It has literally everything that I love in movies, TV, everything.
I'm like watching this until the new what is it? The new Knives Out movie comes out because those are good.
Yep.
Have you seen the? We'll talk after this, obviously. We got to go. But Nikki, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you being here. This was a very fun conversation.
I had fun.
So sorry I recommended Akira. We'll do it again.
I'm just so glad that it wasn't like your favorite movie or something.
I don't. It's definitely not now. Well, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate you. Make sure to follow the movie podcast pages on Instagram and TikTok at 3M Pod. That's THREEM Pod. You can follow me on Instagram at my name is Jalen, and then you can follow me on TikTok at I got a lot of ats. Okay, bear with me. TikTok at Y2JWHYTWOJAI. And yeah, that's would you like to plug yourself?
What was it again?
Y2JWHYTWOJAI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought you were just throwing out a lot of
spelling,
throwing out a lot of letters.
No. Would you like to plug anything?
I mean, I'm on Instagram at NikkisNotNice.
Yeah, you are.
I also have a tattoo page. There's nothing on it yet.
Are you going to be tattooing?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. I'm in my apprenticeship right now.
My wife has over 50 tattoos.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. Every time I come back, he's like, did
count?
you go without me? Oh, I counted for him.
Oh.
Over 50.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
I'll be coming to you for tattoos for sure.
I'm going to do a little Halloween flash.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm working on it right now, so I'll send it over to you guys.
Absolutely. I will be there.
My tattoo page is NotNiceTattoos.
I like it because it's like it's a play on your actual name, but it may seem like they're not nice tattoo. You know, I like it.
I also have a nail page, Not Nice Nail Shop.
Yeah, she does it all, guys. She does it all.
We'll put those on the screen.
Yeah, don't sleep on it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to the latest episode of the Movie Matchmaker podcast. This name may change soon. So get it while it's hot. We'll see you later.